Hail Mary. Mm, 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 mm. Hello, friends. Mark Holmes here with my buddy CowboyJobu, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Jobu Sports Report. Because without you guys, well, this just wouldn't work. Hail Mary. I remember that like it was yesterday. Unbelievable game. Unlike what we have these days where we find ways to lose. The Cowboys used to be the team that found ways to win. 42 years ago. Wow. Roger Staubach to Drew Pearson. Congratulations to both of you guys, because the Dallas Cowboys history is unlike anybody else's history. And unfortunately, for the last 22 years, that's all we have to fall back on, is that great history. You know, it was every year that we were thinking Super Bowls, and it wasn't just a pipe dream. It was close to being reality. We were always in the playoffs. 20 straight years of winning football. But part of the problem now is and I'm going to give you guys at least a little bit of hope. I know Jason Garrett's going to be here, and we're going to be going through this whole Charlie Brown fest where we think that this is going to be the year and that football gets pulled out from under us. Maybe there's a little bit of hope because Jerry Jones says, it's kind of disappointing there. We'll finish hopefully 9-7 as opposed to being the team that he thought we were going to be. Maybe, just maybe there's a chance, just a little chance, that maybe Jerry Jones decides, you know what, maybe we need to change things, but I doubt it. But you have to understand that the NFL is getting exactly what it wants. And that is, it's selling hope. Hope to every team. That come next year, unless you're in Cleveland, you got a chance to make the playoffs and maybe the Super Bowl. There's only two things that are guaranteed in the NFL. The New England Patriots are going to be good and probably going to a Super Bowl, and the Cleveland Browns are going to be the doo-doo Browns. Other than that, you have teams rise and fall. For those Eagle fans that suffered last year, they're on top this year. For us Cowboy fans who suffered 2 years ago, we were on the top, and then we come back down to earth. Which is exactly how the NFL wants. Unpredictability. Any team can beat you. Keeps you on the edge of your seat. You don't have any teams that you can look at all season long and say, we don't have to watch the playoffs because we know that team is going to be there. But if you're a Cowboy fan, you got to understand that you don't typically follow up a great season with another great season. It's been a cycle. After the Dave Campo years, where we had 3 seasons in a row of 5-11. Yeah, that was ugly. 5-11, 5-11, 5-11. At that point, 8-8, 8-8, 8-8 sounded pretty damn good. You mean we'd be close to being a winning team? Maybe even sniff the playoffs? Not get there, just sniff. Just a little sniff. And then that nightmare ended, and we brought in Bill Parcells. Bill Parcells immediately took that 5-11 team and went 10-6 and made the playoffs. Hey, you started thinking in your mind, we got Bill Parcells. We went from being hot garbage. We doubled our wins. We went 10-6. Shit is turned around. But it's the modern day NFL. Because Bill Parcells followed that up with 6-10. Oh, damn. Just when you thought you turned the corner, you fall the hell back. The next year got better. 9-7. Close to the playoffs. Close, kind of like this year. Close, but not quite enough. but then followed it up with another 9-7. So that was one of the few times that they didn't really get better, but they really didn't get worse. We didn't go really, really high and then drop off a cliff. But then, Bill Parcells, who had been building in his fourth season, 13-3. Now, of course, it was with Wade Phillips, I'm sorry. Bill Parcells had stocked the cabinet and he left. But Wade Phillips came in, took over a team that was already built, and boom, 13-3. And you thought, man, Bill Parcells, thank you. You gave us DeMarcus Ware. You gave us Jason Witten. And hell, you found Tony Romo and it didn't cost us a damn thing because he was undrafted. We were 13-3 with a team that is built. And then you dropped off to 9-7. And you're like, oh, here we go again. The up and down cycle. But it took a little turn back up. Ended up going 11-5. Making the playoffs. Even winning a playoff game. You thought, oh, baby. We still got the team that Bill Parcells built. We got the defensive genius, Grandpa, Wade Phillips. We've been having winning season after winning season. Next year is going to be the bomb. Oh, and we have the Super Bowl in our stadium. You know we're going to be the first team to host that Super Bowl. You know it. You got everything. You got Tony Romo, the young, sensational quarterback. You got a DeMarcus Ware in his youth. You got players. You got a defensive genius. We know that team is ready to rock and roll. And then what happened? Wade started out 1-7. Shit sandwich. What the hell happened? The cycle took a nosedive down. Oh. Wade got fired midway through the season, and Jason Garrett took over and went 5-3. Turned it around. You figured, okay, we still have the team that Bill Parcells built. Maybe Jason Garrett's the right guy. Next year was a little bit better, 8-8, but we had 8-8, 8-8, 8-8. Stuck on a plateau. Tony Romo got put on the hot seat. Jason Garrett on the hot seat. But they let cooler heads prevail. Jerry Jones said, you know what? I believe in that Jason Garrett. He's a good coach. And then lo and behold, 12-4. Bam! 12-4. Out of the ashes, the Cowboys have come back. And we won another playoff game. Lost the second one to Green Bay, but that was only because of the catch, no catch. Our defense played better. You had DeMarco Murray. Tony Romo was looking like the best quarterback there that he has ever been. And what happens? Yeah. The cycle went back down. 4-12. 4-12. Yeah. But you know how history is. Picks right back up. Last year, 13-3. Didn't win a playoff game, but 13-3. And just like every time we've gone through since the millennium, every time we have a great season, we expect to follow it up with another great one. But history tells us you're going to take a step back. You can't stay up at the top of the hill unless you're the New England Patriots. So, friends, what happened this season is the natural progression of exactly what the NFL wants to happen. They don't want you to stay up on top year after year. They want to let somebody else have that turn. We took our nosedive. We'll end up at 8-8 or 9-7 because, well, the Eagles, they're worried about playing 2 weeks from now. So they're going to make sure they stay in shape this week. I don't know that we'll win that game. It's going to be cold. We're going to be putting people on IR. But this is the next progression. So maybe, just maybe, next year is the year. And I hate to say that wait till next year, but Wait till next year. We got some cap room. We got some people that we can let go to get some more cap room. We got 10 draft picks. We have some good young players that played better as the season went on as far as our defense goes. You know, maybe those guys can pick it up. Maybe we can add some good parts to it. Maybe we can get some depth so when we lose players like Tyron Smith and Sean Lee, that we'll have guys that aren't literally dropping off a cliff in talent. So I'm going to have some hope going into this offseason and hope that we can make some changes that will give us a better chance, give us an opportunity to win. Some better coaching for Dak. I don't think the offense is great. I think there needs to be a change. We've been doing the same offense for too long, and everybody out there knows what we're doing. I think if we get some depth, I think if we can have a good draft, and if we could just learn how to keep guys from getting pulled hamstrings, and maybe next year we'll be back on top. Want to play a first-place schedule? Gets a little easier there. I believe we'll be playing the AFC South, with the exception of Jacksonville. That sounds a whole lot better than the AFC West. So maybe, just maybe, there is some hope. But for now, you can look back